I'm going to give Paul Johnson and the staff at Georgia Tech and his players credit for winning a hard-fought game. And I'm going to, at the same time, say that our players played as hard as they could, and they gave a tremendous amount of effort throughout the entire game. There was never any doubt in their minds that they were going to win the football game even when we were down 28-10. And I give a lot of credit to our leadership on our football team, and our guys keep battling, and proud of them for it.
Questions?
Have you ever lost three quarterbacks in this season the way you've lost Chaz, Cade, and Jace today in the last month or so?
Not that I remember, no.
How frustrating is it knowing that you put someone out there, certainly in Cade and Jace's case, and they're having some success, and then they go out?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's part of the game, I mean, we worked hard and with those young guys, and both of them have worked extremely hard to put themselves in a position where they could help the football team. And they got out there and they were doing a good job, and unfortunately, they didn't make it through the game. So, the next guys step up and they got to get it done.
Larry, I know you don't use injuries as an excuse, but do you feel a bit cursed with the way the injuries have totaled the last 2 years?
I don't know. No, I'm not cursed. It's just the way it is right now. It's just the way it is. There's no curse. We've just had some unfortunate things happen that that we've got to find a way to overcome, and our guys will continue to battle and find a way to overcome it.
How would you assess Jason's performance when he wasn't today?
I thought he did a nice job handling the situation. We expected to play Jason this game, and when he went out there, I thought he was well prepared mentally. I thought he did a nice job physically. I thought, he may have been a little bit too physical, and if I could have that back, I would have get him to go down or slide in that situation. But you hate to take away in a guy's aggressiveness, and he's he's devastated right now, but he'll bounce back. He'll be fine.
Why did you decide to go with Reuter in the second quarter over Elliott at that time? Why?
Just felt like it was the right time. We needed a spark on offense. We didn't have anything going. And like I said, we had prepared him to play in this game. I mean, he was going to play. And so just felt like that was the best time to do it.
So was it that play where where the defender hit him and the defender went down that he?
I don't know. I really don't know. It wasn't until the end of the series we went down, scored, he threw the touchdown pass, and then I was told on the going back out that he wasn't going to be able to go. So I don't know when it happened.
Larry, at what point over the last couple of weeks did you get to a point you said, okay, Jace has finally developed enough where we feel comfortable putting him in?
I mean, we've been bringing him along, and just felt, I would say in the last 2 weeks, I mean, have felt comfortable in making sure, knowing that he can run the offense and he can do beyond just the small package that we had prepared early on for him. We felt like he was, he had better control of what we were trying to do, and said, you know what, we're gonna make sure he gets some reps in this game.
On one hand, your defense gave up 565 yards, but also forced 3 turnovers and 2 fourth down stops. Do you feel like that group gave y'all a chance today?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, their offense, they run for a lot of yards on a lot of people. But our guys, they stopped them, I don't know how many times on third down. They stopped them twice on fourth down. They caused 3 fumbles. I mean, they did. They put us in a position, they put us in a position to win a football game.
How much more challenging is it week after week, losing the kind of games you guys have, to get these guys to get back up off the mat?
It's a challenge. It's a challenge when you don't have success, but I don't worry about the guys in that room getting back up off the mat. I don't worry about what they have inside of them. There's no doubt in my mind, what kind of grit they have, and that they will continue to battle and give everything they have. I mean, you got guys out there that are playing hurt. You got guys that are playing with injuries. You got guys that are limping off and on the field, but they don't want to come off. So it says a lot about what kind of guys we have in the program right now, and I'm proud of these guys.
Is Cole one of those guys? And he turned in some pretty big numbers today.
Had 22 tackles and caused 3 fumbles.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say that's pretty dang good.
How is he a part? You said leadership was a big part of the way the guys played today. What was his role in that?
Well, Cole's one of the leaders on our team. I mean, and one of the leaders on our defense and our team. Him and Malik Carney are the 2 guys that kind of run the show. And, you know, they handle things. You know, the leaders handle things. It's not me that's having to milk things out of guys. I mean, they handle it. They handle the locker room. You know, they keep guys' heads high. They keep guys battling. And so they're the ones getting it done.
Yeah, how would you summarize the way this season has gone for you all?
Frustrating, I guess, if you want it in a word. I mean, it's frustrating that these guys are battling, and I haven't been able to put them in a position to get over the top.
Your voice seems a little different today. Are you under the weather, or did you yell more today than usual?
I don't know, maybe use my voice a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not under the weather, I don't think.
Who was the next man up if Elliott, if something happened again, once Jason?
Manny Miles.
Manny.
Yeah, Manny. Yeah, Manny, and, you know, and then probably Anthony Williams, you know. So we'll have to do, Anthony Ratliff Williams. So we'll have to, you know, we'll have to do some things to get it prepared.
After seeing the limited play of Florian and the limited play of Ruder, do you feel confident they're the quarterbacks of the future, of the near future, possibly?
I think they're what we expected of them. You know, I do. I think you know, both kids are going to grow, and they're going to get better in everything they do. And so the experience that they've had right now has been good for them.
All right, thank you both.